for the goal of preparing you for your divine destiny and awakening the greatness inside you. God sent you this message, Chosen One. Now that a new season has begun, this message has found you. Instead of being lucky, this is a divine affirmation. The world around you tried to break you, yet you persisted through the storms, kept your composure, and held fast to your objective. Right now, the heavens are blaring. Now it's your time to shine. Something that had been put off is now looming over you with an overwhelming force. No test was too difficult for you to pass. In fact, you breezed through every single one. Out of the billions of beings inhabiting our planet, only a small fraction, just 2%, are selected for a profound and holy duty. There is a higher power at work here. This is not an accident. The preparations included your feelings of isolation, pain, and difficulties. Be advised that this is a very important call. Be swift and in sync. Your time has come. Don't waste it waiting for something else. Your selection, your experiences thus far, and what is ahead are all broken down into 7 chapters in this message. The first thing we need is for you to subscribe, like, and share the video if you haven't already. The people who have been chosen have received this mail. Leave a remark with the number 55 if you feel moved by the message's message. A sacred symbol to the universe, this number signifies that you are at peace with your divine mission and ready to face the greatness that awaits you. It is more than just a number. Only the truly chosen will make it to the finish, and those of you who do will have deeper insights. You will have a deeper spiritual knowledge, and the benefits of this message will be clear as day. Keep in mind that knowledge is not imparted in a single layer. Bring your whole being into alignment with the ideals being communicated by reviewing this message whenever you feel the need. With each return visit, you will unearth a fresh, more powerful revelation, perhaps even a sacred artifact that was hidden before. If you feel the abundance of divine love filling your heart, now is the perfect time to share it. By clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $100 or more, you can help spread God's blessings far and wide. Your offering will not only touch your own life, but also reach countless souls through this platform. Each of you holds a sacred place in God's magnificent plan, and your generosity will be the answer to many prayers. Take action now. Share your blessings to honor His kingdom, for you were created to accomplish even greater works through His loving hands. May God's grace be with you. You are being tested in hidden places where no one could see their results for quite some time before you even realized it. This testing was taking place away from public platforms, job interviews, and contests, as well as lecture halls and classrooms loaded with books. In the unseen battles, the moments when you might have caved but stayed true, your mettle was tested. In the covert choices, you had to make tough decisions when no one was watching, when there was silence, and no glory for doing the right thing. Where character is shaped, you were tested, not for human acclaim, but for acceptance from God. The painstakingly planned and allowed hardships you endured revealed your unwavering dedication, authenticity, perseverance, and unwavering faith in God. Every betrayal was a test of your forgiveness skills. You had to put your patience to the test with every weight. Any obstacle you faced was like a sharp chisel hammering humility into your entire being. Your every dark tear planted the seeds of your eventual greatness. As things grew tough, while others sought fame, easy ways out, and quick cuts, you persisted even when it didn't make sense. If compromising would have gotten you the reward faster, you would have compromised with your integrity instead. You would have chosen purpose over temporary pleasure, covert obedience over public praise, and the long path of loyalty over pride-paved shortcuts. No matter how much fear, exhaustion, or loneliness tried to break through, you kept going. Your battles were gentle, your perseverance was quiet, your love was tender, and your trust was unwavering. Stay connected to the message. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. Your journey starts today. Up until this point, heaven had been watching. Whatever you screamed, prayed, or praised in your ardent devotion, heaven heard you. Every time you stood firm, even when no one else did, heaven recorded it. Heaven smiled every time you served, even when you wanted to turn back. Loved, even though it was simpler to ignore, and forgave, even though it hurt. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Your accomplishment in passing the tests that went unnoticed by the world allowed you to be crowned in the spirit realm long before anybody else caught wind of it. Hidden victories unlocked public rewards, while invisible tests earned you conspicuous favors. You never merely survived, chosen one, you emerged victorious, who did not give up, but ultimately succeeded. Thanks to your unwavering commitment during the silent testing grounds, you are now being summoned to a new age of obvious glory, heavenly elevation, and accomplished destiny. What follows is a reward straight from heaven, not from earth. Separation from others is a clear and indisputable sign of being selected. Many times, you stood outside, staring inside, while other people were establishing tight-knit cliques, connecting in tribes, and celebrating their unity. In the midst of everyone else's glorification, you were left in the shadows, your accomplishments going unnoticed, and your very existence ignored. Still, it was never a denial. Instead of abandonment, rejection, or isolation, a higher force who saw the purity of your path constructed a protective barrier around you. God was busy preparing you for something greater, something that would be unspoiled by the din of the crowd, even as you longed for companionship or attention. You were not punished for your time of solitude. Rather, it was a sacred preface. God had other plans for you, and they kept you from those who could have swayed your objectives or led you astray. People around you failed to grasp who you were, and that was perfectly okay. No one ever intended for you to blend in. Rather, you were born with an innate ability to distinguish yourself from the pack. In your deepest times of isolation, when it seemed like no one cared about you, God was working to mold and refine your soul for what was to come. You found clarity of thought, increased insight, and strengthened inner strength in that serene location. To achieve your destiny, you must be courageous enough to face adversity head-on, self-assured enough to follow your heart's guidance, and unwavering enough to follow the path less traveled. It wasn't meant to shatter you, but to place you. Through all the chaos and confusion of the crowd, God's gentle but strong hand led you to a place of preparedness. Your journey was perfectly aligned with divine providence. To prepare for the final revelation of power and purpose, seclusion was necessary for separation, refining, and preparation. One level up, you were being promoted to. You are entering the final stage of your life, when your ascension will occur. Now, the thing that seemed like giving up is actually the key to your achievement. Whoever picked you for something greater has now had an opportunity to see it. Nobody was ever meant for you to blend in. Rather, you were created to be a shining example of your unique brilliance in a world that desperately needs you. Selected people often fight their hardest battles in secret, in crevices where no one can see them. No matter how many people around you cheered for your successes, none of them could have understood the secret struggle you faced. You fought unseen wars in the recesses of your mind, spirit, and heart that shaped you. When money was tight, when betrayal cut deep, and when despair and anxiety were on the verge of crushing you, you felt that life was holding you back. With grace and dignity, you silently overcame seemingly insurmountable obstacles and rose to the challenge. You persevered through unfathomable pain and sobbed tears that no one could see. For your purpose, for other people, and for life itself, you persisted in showing up. Having faith was the most difficult thing to hold on to, but you did it, and you gave when you felt like giving nothing more would help. Even when you felt like no one was paying attention to you and your energy was running low, you kept battling. Though personal, your hardships were really laying the groundwork for something far greater than you ever dreamed. Atmospheric conditions are currently shifting. Some changes are afoot, and the public will soon learn the outcome of your stealthy devotion and dogged persistence. Despite your skepticism, ridicule, and rejection, God has been preparing a table for you just where you least expect it. Among those who have mocked your faith, laughed at your trials, and disbelieved in you, they will notice your rise in status soon. It will be your detractors who see you rise to prominence. You were always stronger for having gone through those struggles. Your pain was never in vain. Now, your success will mean more than ever before. It will be a powerful testimony to the power of perseverance, a shining illustration of what can happen when you choose to trust in God, no matter how difficult things get. You stand before the table that God has set for you, and you should know that every tear, every sleepless night, and every moment of doubt that you overcame was leading up to this moment. Your resilience, bred in the dark corners of your journey, will be on display for all to see as you emerge victorious from the clandestine battles you fought. Public recognition is more than simply a reflection of your achievements. It is a reflection of the God who never left you, who strengthened you, and who is now leading you into an era of public elevation. Let's switch roles now. You are about to get recognition from those who will never fully understand the magnitude of your hardship. And the stage is prepared. The world is about to see how your private struggle has culminated in a public victory, and it will be a memorial to the power of faith, persistence, and divine timing. Among the world's population, only 1% have a spiritual blueprint with the power to change the course of history. Among the selected 1%, you are included. This is recognizing that you are not egotistical, but rather that you have been anointed, which is a distinctive divine mark. You likely had an excessive amount of empathy with your environment when you were little. No amount of confinement could ever satisfy the grandeur for which you were destined. Small discourse wears you down. Shallow talks tire you. Finding true connection, purpose, and profundity is what you truly desire. This is not a coincidental event. Your inner hunger was deliberately planted there. You are now eligible, and it also makes you stand out. Your purpose in life is not to fade into insignificance, but to shine brightly, to guide others, and to lead by example. You are always getting ready for your greater purpose by wanting more. Maybe miscommunication has been a constant companion of yours. You have immense potential inside of you, and the fact that others failed to understand your grandiose aspirations is a testament to that. You were never meant to be placed in little boxes. You are not controlled by labels. Heaven has given you an expansive and boundless mandate for your soul. Dear brothers and sisters, may the peace of God fill your hearts today. I come to remind you of a profound truth. Our lives are firmly established in God's divine purpose, untouched by the fleeting worries of this world. As Scripture tells us, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. Like the mighty oak whose roots are planted deep in rich soil, our foundation is anchored in God's eternal truth. Every move we make, every stand we take, is upheld by His enduring strength. Today, you have the opportunity to participate in this divine blessing. By clicking the Super Thank You button and offering a gift of $50, you will sow into a harvest that will return to you many times over in God's abundant grace. Not a typical life for you. You're here to alter ambiances. Not everyone is eager to follow your direction, but you have been chosen to do so. Going the hallowed, solitary road of the 1% is no picnic. Everyone else will fail to recognize the transformation taking place within you. You are shaping your character for the next mission with every obstacle you overcome. When you resist, you're preparing, not punishing. Despite being tested and stretched, you are ready for every obstacle. You possess an abundance of spiritual strength, wisdom from on high, and resilience. If there is anything bigger or more meaningful in life, that has always been your soul's way of pointing you in the right direction. Put your faith in it and carry it out. Listen to the still small voice inside you. It is God's will for your life. You are not called to seek acclaim or admiration, but to change lives, even if it's only one at a time, by leaving an indelible mark and leaving a legacy. You have been chosen to interrupt patterns, build upon existing ones, and start over. While you may encounter valleys on your journey, remember that every step is deliberate and nothing is wasted. You have been shaped by every difficulty, every loss, and every setback. An inferno that cannot be put out is within you. Even in the face of mounting doubt and anxiety, your inner light will continue to shine. This is your destiny. You were prepared. No one can control your fate if they fail to see your worth. Seek validation from distinct individuals. Anointed people can see via your spiritual eyes. Your purpose in being here is to awaken sleeping spirits. Wherever you go, know that you have the power to alter the ambiance. Your unwavering determination and the grace of God are truly inspiring. When you fully embrace this truth, that you are chosen, anointed, and commissioned specifically for this moment, the world will be forced to admit what heaven already knows. A holy acceleration has begun. Thus, you must hasten. This is the season you have been hoping for, the season you have been eagerly awaiting. It will take you months, if not weeks, to finish what others have taken years to do. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. In a way you can't fathom, the winds of heaven are carrying you along at an unprecedented pace. Iron-reinforced doors that were once shut will now open with a single push. The relationships that have been draining you emotionally and preventing you from moving forward with your goals will begin to vanish overnight. You must accept that certain separations are painful, but know that they are preparing the way for the spiritual connections that will raise you. It will be effortless for you to attract what is meant for you. Things that were previously impossible for you to accomplish will now be a breeze. All that you believed had been taken away will be returned to you. Everything that you believed would be late will be brought to you quickly and abundantly. Wait till you're prepared. Do not waste this opportunity to doubt your readiness, or to do nothing while you wait for a sign. You are the symbol. Heaven has chosen you to explore uncharted land. Get the answers you've hoped for right now. Stop putting things off, and stop justifying your lack of faith. Overthinking must yield to obedience. Self-doubt has no business in this upcoming season. Faith must lead now, and fear must be put to rest. It will feel overwhelming at times, but you must press forward nonetheless. In spite of those who would try to sow doubt, you must remain firmly planted in the promise. Though you may not be able to perceive the big picture, each step you take is blessed. Keep in mind that doing the right thing today will pay dividends in the end. You have already been graced with approbation from up high. Congratulations! You have been declared victorious by the High Court of Heaven. Clearing the road for you is the mission of angels. Your efforts have transformed into effortless flow. Rather than pleading, you are now asserting your authority. No longer are you just getting by, you're thriving. This speed will test you, put you to the test, and require more trust in you than you're used to. Stay calm though. Speed is not your enemy. You were made to do this. For this exact moment, you were groomed in secrecy. Your nights of darkness fought, shaped you into the warrior you are today, and they were never in vain. To the spirit world, every wound you've ever had is a badge of pride. Your heartfelt prayers, even the ones you mumbled through tears, are safe in heaven's vault. There was no point in all that you went through. Everything has been taken into account, and now you will be rewarded. You are being transformed into the type of person who can effectively steward the opportunities that God is coming your way. You are not going to waste the blessings that are about to come your way. Everything you touched has been washed away. Your soul has been refined, and your will has been strengthened. The delays were essential, and you had to wait because of this. Preparations, not denials, were what they were. We have finally arrived. You have to be brave to accelerate, but you'll be rewarded for your actions if you do. Do not be afraid to speak out. Take a leap of faith, or move forward despite any trembling in your knees or voice. Embrace the support of heaven. A good job that God started in you will also be faithfully finished. These are the days you could only imagine before. This is the fulfillment of prophecies that have been prayed for by your forefathers. The change has arrived. The trend is clear. The moment has come. Prepare yourself, chosen one, for divine acceleration. Will not pause for uncertainty, fear, or hesitancy. You won't believe how far, how quick, and how high it will take you. Take action now. The time has come for you. Being chosen comes with both privilege and duty. This is no ordinary trust. It is a divinely entrusted and holy duty. You were chosen for a greater purpose than just enjoying favor. You were commissioned to carry it out. Instead of trying to fit in, you are being challenged to change. You are not meant to fade into obscurity, but rather to create a sensation wherever you go. Because you were there, each room is created differently. The goal of every conversation should be to spread knowledge and understanding. Doing what I say could save other people's lives. Some people whom you have never met are counting on you to answer their call. Inspiring, healing, and reawakening souls who are still trapped in darkness. Your tale will set prisoners free, provide hope to the brokenhearted, and show perseverance. Your wounds will amplify what you say. Everyone whose attention was drawn to your voice was affected by your hardships, not only you. Someone else will need your example, your inspiration, and your breakthrough to figure out how to escape. Your honesty will shatter deceit, your truth will show through hypocrisy, and your sincerity will cut through the confusion that so many people are experiencing. You don't need to raise your voice when you walk in truth. Your very presence commands attention. You have been chosen to dispel myths and plant the seeds of revelation as a messenger of divine disturbance. No more playing small. Everyone is watching for your big break. Now, you must follow conviction rather than comfort. Flimsy prejudices created out of fear were never enforced on you. Storms tested you, fire shaped you, and impact sharpened you. You are now in a better position to overcome any obstacle because of them all. You demonstrate that faith, perseverance, and favor from on high are real. The power of God to perform miracles will be on full display as people observe you. Your life will speak volumes, and your transformation will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that surrender brings about extraordinary results. The fact that fate can persevere through betrayal, delay, and profound sadness is evidenced by your very existence. Having power and being a leader comes with responsibilities, some of which can feel like punishments. It is a sign from on high that you have been entrusted with something sacred, and it is a reminder that being great requires taking responsibility. Accountability, stewardship, and leaving a lasting legacy were among the criteria that led to your selection. There may be times when you feel like giving up and the weight will feel unfair. But remember that the work at hand is more essential than how you feel at the moment. You were selected due to your reliability, to take the lead when it's more convenient to follow, to love when it's more convenient to hate, and to persevere when it's more convenient to give up. You weren't chosen because it was convenient for you. You weren't designated. You were designated specifically. Instead of expecting ease, you braced yourself for impact. Even when logic told you to stop believing, you didn't. Similarly, you couldn't quit up when other people did. Your determination showed that despite your doubts, your soul knew that fate was inevitable. Both the weight you carry and the glory you reveal will be proportional. More trials result in more testimonies. More anointing occurs when the fire is more intense, and more burdens lead to more breakthroughs. You are valuable to God because He doesn't squander anything. Now is the moment to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. With a donation of $100 or more, you can actively participate in His divine mission and contribute to His greater plan. Every offering you make reflects the boundless generosity of God, and I trust it will return to you abundantly, far exceeding your hopes. Always remember, His protection and blessing accompany your every step and every act of giving. You are a vital part of His sacred design. You are strong and radiant, steadfast, like His mighty rock. Experience God's miracles, feel the rewards of your generosity deep within your soul, and shine your light with boldness and faith. May you be richly blessed, and may the light of the Lord continually guide your journey. You are being asked to be a beacon of hope in a generation that desperately needs one. We look to you to provide clarity in this age of miscommunication. You are called to be a champion of truth at a time when dishonesty is rampant. It may seem like a lot at the moment, but know that you are not alone in dealing with this. You are backed by grace, guarded by angels, and sustained by heaven itself. If you are selected, don your cloak with honor and fearlessly carry out your mission. Take it on because it shows how important your job is. This is your purpose in life. You have arrived at a crossroads where your past experiences meet your future self. proof that what sought to destroy you actually served to fortify you. Your survival has become your superpower, your wounds, your armor, and your tests, your testimonies. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Everyone in heaven and on earth is praying that you fully accept your anointing. Everyone in the cosmos has been watching you fight invisible battles. Instead of being a wounded warrior, hiding in the shadows, you are now the victor, standing in the full light of destiny. This is the time when you will shine. This is more than just a reward. It is a recognition of your unfaltering character, bestowed upon you not because you begged for it, but because you wept over your hardships and maintained your faith through thick and thin. Every private prayer, lonely night, and covert sacrifice was recorded in heaven. Your pain was not insignificant.